You have spent your entire life being capable, building a career, raising a family, handling complexity, pressure, responsibility. You figured things out and you made it work. So when your body started changing through perimenopause, not subtly, but fundamentally, you did what you've always done. You were looking for logic, cause and effect, something that made sense. Instead, you may have been given reassurance, but not an explanation, protocols instead of understanding, or dismissal disguised as normal. Your body has been screaming this whole time, and we have only ever screamed when our inside voice wasn't getting the job done. We've never been okay with being ignored. You've been told that this is just menopause, that the fatigue and the brain fog, weight gain, sleep disruption, and rage are just simply part of the aging process. See, that's not an explanation. That's a refusal to investigate. Here's what's actually happening. Your metabolism, hormones, brain, bones, and nervous system didn't just suddenly become irrational. They're responding to signals, inputs, and constraints that have shifted dramatically. Estrogen didn't just regulate your cycle. It protected your brain, it fueled your mitochondria, it stabilized your moods, and it maintained your bones. When it dropped, and it dropped precipitously, 90% in 2 years, your entire system had to adapt, and no one gave you the manual with the new rules. For context, when men enter andropause in their late 40s, their testosterone drops by 1% a year. No wonder we feel like we are now a different species. So, as always, the female body adapts and makes things work. The problem isn't your body. The problem is a medical model that treats symptoms as nuances to manage rather than signals to interpret. A model that offers protocols instead of understanding and reassurance instead of explanation. Hope instead of measurement. Now, hope is not a strategy. Most women are either offered dismissal or dependency on their provider or prescriptions. This program exists for women who reject both. I'm Dr. Deb Heald, naturopathic physician, retired registered nurse, MBA, decades in medicine, microbiome research, chronic fatigue studies. I worked in Silicon Valley during the Theranos era. I learned to spot the difference between legitimate science and investor and influencer hype. And I'm not observing menopause from the outside looking in. I am a menopausal woman with osteoporosis, living the biology that I teach. I didn't figure this out gracefully. I figured it out because I had to. I built this intelligent metabolism for women like me, women who have handled everything, who refuse to accept that this is just menopause as an answer. The symptoms you've been fighting are actually your body trying to communicate. Your body isn't broken. It's intelligent. It's been responding logically this whole time with what it's got to work with. You just weren't taught to read it. That's what metabolic literacy is. Learning to understand the intelligence your body already has. Intelligent metabolism teaches you to access it. So signal literacy would be like learning the vocabulary of this new manual. Your symptoms are data points, not dysfunction. A hot flash isn't just a hot flash. It's your nervous system, cortisol, your liver clearance, blood sugar converging in one moment. You learn to see what the signals actually mean. There's cascade literacy. That's like the grammar. Nothing in your body happens in isolation. Your mitochondria respond to your gut. Your gut responds to your liver responds to stress hormones. Your stress hormones are a response to this bad sleep you had last night. You touch one, you touch them all. You learn to trace the connections, like punctuating the sentence. So you stop chasing symptoms and you start to see the patterns. That's metabolic fluency, speaking the language of your body. When you understand the signals and how they connect, you can respond with precision instead of guesswork. Not because someone told you to do something, but because you see what's happening and you know what it needs. We use real-time biometric data, metabolic tracking, heart rate variability monitoring, recovery metrics, not to make you obsessive, but to make you ungaslightable. And we use it to gauge your progress, to know whether we need to push less or more. This isn't a protocol-based program. This isn't a coaching program. This is education. Yes, we suggest what your body needs in the moment, but you'll understand why. And yes, our coaches support your learning and implementation, but the goal is your fluency, not your dependence. This isn't trust me, this is see for yourself. Data doesn't tell you what to do, it shows you what's happening. I teach you to interpret that, and you learn to respond. The goal isn't more tracking, the goal is comprehension. So this program isn't for everyone. It is for you if you want to understand why, not just what. You're willing to look at your data honestly, you can handle the truth, even when it's uncomfortable. And you're ready to see your body as intelligent, not broken. You're playing the long game. This program isn't for you if you want protocols without understanding, you want quick fixes without effort, you want somebody else to be responsible for your health, or you need perfection or you quit. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to participate. And you don't have to know the data. You just have to be willing to look. You don't have to move fast. You just have to move. If you're done being dismissed and are ready to understand your body, intelligent metabolism is how you get there. Menopause isn't the problem. Lack of explanation and understanding is. And once you can read your biology, you stop outsourcing authority over your own body. You will trust yourself again because you'll finally understand what's happening. Click below and see which tier is right for you.